All right, second day back here with SleemSolar, trying to finish this job in an undisclosed remote location. As you can see, nothing but sticks. So now we ran into a little snafu yesterday because of those clamps that we were using. We ran out of the clamps that connects the two panels together, and we had to kind of makeshift because I'll come down here and point them out. These clamps are Z clamps, or the end clamps, but it needed the ones that have the prongs that straddle both sides of the panel and clamp it down. So we had to go to the hardware store and get something that allows us to finish up the last 3 panels. As maybe I stated in the previous day 1 video, but I'm not sure. So we got to work on getting the last 3 up, and then once we connect them, we'll make our series parallel connection, take the wires that way, go down, and that should be the wiring for the roof. So as I say, day 2 on this project, SleemSolar, installing a 55 kilowatt solar array into a 48 volt EG4 6000 XP inverter with some huge forklift batteries. There's like 3 of them. I think the gentleman said they weigh about 2,000 pounds each. So they're in that red shed over there. So my other 2 guys are working to get the backer board up, get the inverter up, and start that process while I try and finish this. You know, that kind of divide and conquer plan. Because I think we're allotted 3 days for this job. We did yesterday, and hopefully today we get a lot further, and then tomorrow we should be finishing up. So just want to give you a quick update as we start this job the second day and try and get it completed. Okay. Take yours on that guy. That one you probably don't need to do because this one's already long strung out, and you can just click on it and connect it. Hold it. Click. Plugged in. And then this one reaches around there, and then you can pull that one back and connect that one. So you can stick it underneath this railing here. Yeah, that'll work. You can let this one go. You're gonna need to get your hand and fish it and grab it because you have to go around the railing. Get everything out from behind it. Yep. All right. Ready? Go down. The wheel can cut it, right? The buzz one, that blade is not made. It may choke on it. You can get the, see if his work on his that circular saw.
Grab a battery on the DeWalt, give it a try.
So let's move this up to even this with that one. Push it up, yeah, it's a little bit. Did it fall off? I guess you can't come too much on that one. All right. All right, yeah, these just have to be off a little. Bring this down. I'll push this closer. There we go. Inside this house. Get me a Z clamp. I can get clamp this one. Yeah.
This is gonna be a challenge.
Either side you can come from, but this side's probably lower. You can work up. That side's like tipping you that way, so you have to be forced to put more weight. So you can come this side.
We'll slide this one down where it's right on the edge.
Okay.
And I can kind of reach up and have a place to break my hand off of.
All right. What do you need me to do now?
Here. Take it easy.
Oh, you got to mean.
Okay, that's good. Now then, let me just slide this in there and pull it out just a little bit. Okay. It's hot.
Yeah, it is, man.
Okay, that's tight. Woo!
Yeah, man. You need for that one, right?
Alright. Alright, pass me one of those little lock blocks.
It's not in that bag?
They're in that little bag, that little balloon bag.
Oh, this one.
Last one. The middle.
Ooh. That's really it?
That's it.
Yeah. So I did the math and it was, yeah, 330, 95 watt panels. 14, you're at 5,330 watts. I mean, that's gonna be plenty coming in. All right. Seeing as you're standing there, just go knock out those two Z clamps down there. Then I'll work on the wiring.
these tight?
Yeah, oh no, it's that. I was waiting till you did those. You gotta crank it, man. There you go.
Every panel's mounted. Whew.
Opposite direction of me. All right. And I know nowhere. And if a tornado's coming, I'd tell you, Josh, get out the house.
Do what?
If a tornado's coming, I said, don't worry about the panels, just get out the house. All right.
Or shocking stuff. If you can definitely tell whenever the guys came and laid, we had a crew of guys come in and do the porch.
Uh huh.
They didn't get the metal down straight.
Oh, they did?
No.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to ground the panels. You can probably hear some noise in the background. That's the other guys working in the shed. So this is the guy right here. It's fastened to two panels just like right there. So I'm want to demonstrate.
And they ground each other out when they're on the brackets.
Correct.
That's nifty.
You have to, they really bite in too, so I got to really push them on. And there, if you look, you see this little wire here? It connects on the inside of the framing of the panel and it bonds to the aluminum. And it actually rubs off the protective coating and bites into that metal. So this is done on every panel. And then the last panel, we just run a copper wire from it, go down, and then it gets hammered to that long 10-foot copper bar into the ground and gets connected to it. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So let me grab the bag and get these connected, those connected. So now I'm going to do these two. So I just need to work on the edges with the ladder and then tie those two. And then that should be it, because those are grounded on the other bars underneath. So the middle section is already taken care of. We're just getting the outer perimeter, and that should take care of it. All right, so we're in the shed here. Mounted the inverter. I mounted the other electrical panel because that one is too small, and in order to cut that out, they say it's kind of difficult because it's not 16 on center. They're all over the place with the measurements, so I can't really cut into it. So I'm just hanging it right there. And what I'm going to do is run something out from the top, come over, go punch into that spot right there with a LB elbow, and come down and wire into that panel from this one. So that's gonna, we have the marking there, it's gonna have a wire way come across. So the wire way is sitting out here already ready to wire up, but we are short a terminal adapter that we need for, I'll wait for it to focus, here, one here and one there, to push that wire. So that wire is going to come across the bottom here and get wired up. So that's what we're waiting to do. So the owner went to get some terminal adapters for here, because I sent him to the store, but he didn't read his text properly, or the picture didn't come through, he said. So when he checked it, he realized it. So we're kind of in a waiting mode. So can't really do anything until that wireway box. And then these, the big batteries I'm talking about. Big, I mean, I can back up and let you see. Those are huge batteries. I mean, I think they weigh like 12 or 2,000 pounds each. That's what he said. And they still got juice. I checked them and they're like at 45 volts. So I used a charge inverter and I was charging them and they were going up. So they do hold a charge, and so I think they're still good. So that's where I'm at right now. So I'm just kind of letting you see where we have to wire up once the solar wires get in here. And as you can see, that's the house over there. And that pole, the solar wires are coming right in there. And it goes down, goes in the ground, and there's a conduit that comes over to the shed here. So that's what we're kind of working with. So excuse the mess. It's not my mess. It's the owner's mess. We're just kind of working around it to try and get power into that house. So that's where we are. I'll give you another update once we get going. So uh-oh. All right, you kind of hold it. You hold that. Let me see if I can. All right.